Today I just wanted to take a quick minute to show you some of the designs for our tanks project. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so I'm here at my computer desk and I've had some ideas for some designs that I've had floating around. I have some ideas for the design of the tanks project, and some considerations for the designs I want to keep in mind is the immersion, of course, a cooperative nature. So the design has to incorporate 2 players. I'm thinking a driver and a gunner, and the sound effects. So as of right now, I can't drive anywhere. I don't have a a real tank. So I'm going to try to mimic that immersion through the way of sound. And the first design here I have is kind of this cockpit feel for the driver and the gunner, separated by this like tank looking design. Pros to this: looks cool. You feel like you're inside of a machine rather than at a regular old computer desk. However, the cooperative nature of it is limited because you have like this wall in the way. I don't know why I put that there. The sound would be kind of blocked. And so I came up with a different idea where you're more at the same desk cooperatively. And so you're sharing kind of this desk and you're fighting the battles. And so the pros, good collaboration, would be much easier to build. The sound would work better, but ultimately you feel like you're sitting at a desk. So I wanted to get away from that. So the third idea I had was of more this design where you have kind of this enclosed box with these 2 doors. The pros to this is you still have that immersive feeling of being kind of encased in this machine while you're fighting with your buddy. The cons is kind of how, you're not next to each other, so it's slightly more difficult to kind of collaborate. You're yelling over somebody's shoulder, or like the sound would be different. If you had competing speaker systems, that sort of thing. So for the final design, I went back to the desk, but I want to make it a lot more immersive. So more of a feeling like you're at a command center, piloting a remote tank than sitting in an actual tank. This way, it's a little easier to build. I can have, surround sound speakers, speakers in the desk, subwoofers, those sorts of things to make it the immersion a little bit better. You still have the cooperative feeling there. You are working together to overcome the enemy, that sort of thing. And easier to build. It would have kind of this somewhat of an enclosed space with the roof kind of sloping towards the back. Maybe even ultimately putting a couch back here for spectators who want to watch and participate. It would be a lot of fun. So I think we're going to go with this design and make it as immersive as possible. Maybe sloping the roof up like this would be kind of cool. So then you're in this like bubble of a machine tank thing, right? So anyways, let us know what you think, and we'll catch you next one.